Hello, welcome. When at first you don't succeed, try again. That's what's happening here. We're going to dive into a Dominaria draft, and I'm going to get right on it. I'm going to click the gems here. Thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. Encourage you to check them out on my behalf. You all know Card Kingdom rocks, right? Whether you need single supplies or sealed product, they're going to be there for you. They're going to have it all. What are we doing here? Here's a fun build around. Mending of Dominaria may not read as super powerful when you see it. Mill 2 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. That's chapter 1 and 2. And then return all your land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield and shuffle your library. Really, shuffling your graveyard into your library helps you with a long game. If you get 2 creatures back, that's Value Town. You just don't want this early. It's kind of a mid-late game card. But also, given the lack of green in this pack, it's a fine place to start. I like taking the mending and looking to cut green if the packs cooperate, but not marry the mending if they don't. Blink, best card here. Gonna take it. Other considerations. Baird. Couple of white cards. I'm not looking to be in white, even though I just got knocked around pretty good by some white cards. It's still not where I want to be. So, especially not for those cards. I'm willing to take white cards early even, just not those. Those aren't a reason to go into that color. Thorn Elemental, solid win con in this format. Sometimes you just realize you cannot, you're going to lose to the Thorn Elemental. You're at 7 or less life, they play the Elemental, and you're like, okay, that's it. That being said, a 2/2 that happens to be a Sap Lord is a fine thing to pick up here as we're trying to cut green anyway. I like Academy Drake as well with the blink. But easy Spore Crown, Thallid, and we hope to find our way into Saps if we pick a card up like this, but... All right, I like me a Grow. Grow and Mending are all kind of part of a rampy strategy that green can have in the format. Halar, not really that important, and Grow is just better than anything else here anyway, and it's in our colors. In our color, I'll say. Feels like we're going to be green. Well, I'm looking to get into Saps because of the Thallid, but we don't need to force that. We need to take what's best here, and that's going to be Syncopate. Syncopate, I was saying earlier in the stream, I really like in the format because it's both a 2-drop and a 10-drop. It just scales with the game and usually finds its mark of some kind. Gets something. It's not often stranded in your hand, especially because this is a format where people are tapping out to do huge things. So it's just frequently the case that you're that even an X of 1 can get them. Sap Herd is fine here. Omnivore, maybe even better. We don't have any black cards yet, and these are kind of equivalent even in their own archetypes in terms of their value, although you kind of want your first Omnivore more than your first Sap Herd in terms of really making the plan come together. But I'm going to take the green card here. Will the real Slyn Voda please stand up? I mean, this is playable in this kind of deck. And there's nothing else here that I want. I don't like this Druid. I'll grudgingly play it if I have to, but Voda can be a plan if you do the right, if we get the right support. And really, Grow and Mending are 2 things that help you do this. So let's take it. Another Sap. So we're in a pretty decent lane. I'm not sure about the blue yet. If we got a dose of black in the second pack, I think I would just pivot because the green we're getting is much more conducive to black. Now we have the Envoy, which was the only other green card in the pack. It's not good, but we could take it to continue cutting the green. Best card here is Fiery Intervention. And with Grow, you can end up splashing just about anything. I'm going to take the Intervention as best card. We have Grow, we have Mending. We can try to do big fixing here. So I'm going to take Removal over a pretty underwhelming green critter. And then we see some stuff that is at least saying we successfully cut the color. Not that we're going to play any of these, but it's still nice to see them wheel. It's a bunch of garbage, but it's at least our garbage, right? Broken Bond, possibly main deck, more so than anything else here, but I'm going to throw it in the board for right now. Druid here, I'll pick up. Although maybe even an Impulse is better than a Druid in case you find you want to find your Abami creatures. But I'll start with a Druid. Yeah, Broken Bond is nice to have on your board when you're siding things in. I just don't know about it as main deck. I'll take Overseer over Vault Progress here in case we end up a hardcore Gruul and decide we need that. I also don't like Pierce the Sky in a best of one, so we'll take Spiral and hope to not play. Spiral's a little clunky too, but this is about recursion, so if there's something that we really feel like we want to recur, we can get it. Well, the packs are kind of suggesting red, and we can pick up a Shivan Fire or a Goblin Barrage. Precognition Field isn't really a card. I don't want to take a Legacy. We're green, but not really green-white, although it kind of does the thing with the sap, so, you know, you could argue for that. But with the Fiery Intervention in the pile already, I'm going to go ahead and take the Shivan Fire as instant speed, 1 mana, and for 5 mana, you can deal 4. For 1 mana, you can deal 2. That seems much better to me than 4 mana sorcery speed, deal 4, right? Well, we cut green hard, but are not being paid off for it, at least in this pack. What's missing? Looks like an uncommon is missing, so we don't know much about what was in this pack. Just like looks like a green light pack. Yeah, we could take Spider. It's still fine. I'm just looking to see if there's anything worth hedging towards. We could take a Reproach or an Archaeologist and hedge towards actually playing the white if we were to wheel that uncommon. But the Spider's good enough to grab here. I agree, and nothing else here is really good enough to trump it. Ariel's pretty bomby, but it is the 2 colors we don't even have in our pile yet. So, that being said, we could take it and still end up from here in black, green, splash, white saps. The thing is, if we don't take this is a weird pick, but like, what are we taking? There's just nothing good here for our deck. Like, I was looking at Skin Witch anyway, but why would I take Skin Witch if I could just take the Ariel? So, not a huge chance that we're playing this, but look at this pack. This is a garbage pack. So, if I'm going to take a black card, I'm going to take this one over the Witch. Yeah, Gift of Growth is just not worth it for me. I mean, whatever. It's just, I don't even want to play that card if I can help it. But I do sometimes. Spore Swarm keeps on the green go wide wherever we end up going with it. So I think we should just take this. Again, nothing much else to take over it. Wizard's Retort or a Deathbloom Thallid are the only other options. I keep eyeing getting into black, but haven't had the pull quite yet. And again, why would I shouldn't take Deathbloom Thallid if I have a Spore Swarm. Wizard's Lightning is kind of making me think we're a Gruul deck. I could take an Llanowar Elves here. That does do some ramping, which we don't mind doing if we're going to try to do Slyn Voda or whatever, but I'm in for the Lightning and maybe some weird Gruul build here. Deep Freeze, Opt, Protector that I don't want, or a Wanderer that you can play. You can play these. It's just that, come on, you know, we're green. We'd rather have the 7/6 if we're going to pay 6 mana for something. So I'm going to take the Deep Freeze and continue to keep our secondary options somewhat open. On that front, Deathbloom Thallid, Memorial to Unity is on color and does the thing. Gorger is okay, but tends to be... has that caught in the middle thing where it's not early, it's not early power and it's not late power, which is kind of what you want out of this format. Memorial, the safe pick, but I'm going to take my, take a black card here. And now we get more saps. Like, we could just be massively heavy green with this light touch of black, but now we get the legacy comes back. So we'll take that. This is a fine go wide. If splash white, maybe we are. We could be green, black, splash white. Not so desperate that I'll be playing a compass though. Run amok or card draw over Wanderer. I think I'll take Run Amok. This is a deck where we might be getting wide and attacking with a bunch of stuff, and that's where, all right, we attacked with a bunch of saps and Run Amok wins combat, where they thought they were just eating a sapperling. So that could also, here's where I don't mind taking a Gift of Growth for sure. All this is unplayable garbage for us. I was trying to take that, but I mean Wizards, except, oh look, will I actually get it? What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Wow, Memorial came back? Or was that a different one? Regardless, Memorial shouldn't be here. Maybe we're the only green drafter. Maybe we'll be mono green, good stuff. 1C green. Anybody? 1C green. I feel like our packs have been garbage. But it also is a reminder that there's a lot of weak cards in this set. You don't, like, a lot of, it's a fan favorite set, but it actually has a lot of chaff that you have to sort through at the bottom end. Maybe just Juggernaut works for us here, and certainly goes in any deck. I think we're on Juggernaut as best option, unless we think we're blue enough to be taking blue, but I don't think we got there on blue. I don't think blue is going to be where we're at. So I'll take the openest card that will still play. We could take Pegasus Courser too, but yeah, Juggernaut. If we're going to be short on playables, at least it goes in everything. Shivan Fire could be a pick. Do we have, what's our, we've got one artifact, one saga, but not a lot that's triggering Traxos. Yeah, we could take the Omnivore now if we want to do that. Do we feel like we're more Omnivore? Yeah, maybe it is Omnivore time. Given all the sap stuff we're doing. Even though we are doing sap stuff, I don't really like the fungal plots. Grun is interesting, but with where we're headed, I think I like a Vicious Offering now. I think we're going to be black, actually. Not a heavy component, but probably green, black, and some green, black, white is now, I think, what we're looking at. Weird draft. Although here's a pullback to some red. Gorger, if we just want to be solidly having continue to pick up playables. Yeah, I'm going to take Gorger on the make sure we're picking up playables here. Crazy to be this far in and still not know what my colors are exactly. And now I kind of got to decide who's got a Blessed Light that could continue on this Splash or Shivan Fire. See, if we're not blue, I'm going to take the Blessed Light. I think I like the black-white plan. When a grow is nice for that as well. There's a Llanowar Elves as well, but I like the grow given that we're going to be 3 colors. Another Legacy, but we got a Song. This is a Song deck for sure. This is a great late pickup. Fire to pull us, continue, sure, you could still do this. Maybe we, with double grow, we could even be 4 color. It'd just be non-blue good stuff. We can take a Courser or just a Sentry. Probably Courser. Another Spiral that we will not play. Fungal Plots. Maybe we're doing enough saps to do this. It's too bad we didn't get a get that uncommon, get the legend Slimefoot. Still not. I guess maybe this is somewhat go wide, but I don't think we're doing that. Especially it kicks with kicker. It needs a second white, so that's not going to happen. Navigator's Compass. We're 3 color, but we're still not playing that. Last pick, Llanowar Elves. I think we were the only green drafter, and given that, I wish our deck was better, honestly. Well, 45 cards. If we just cut the red, what does that do? Probably just gives us a deck. Cut the red, call it a deck. Fire, fire, lightning, intervention. Yeah, Pierce is not good enough. You're right. Maybe we should just add land back, or we could add a Fungal Plots or a main deck Broken Bond or Nature Spiral to rebuy something like Mending or an important creature. Red, if we kept red, what would we be doing? We'd have to cut Ariel. We could also cut the white and make it Jundam out. So let me go into deck building here, and I'm going to show you really what we're looking at in terms of the approach. And it's really column A or column B in terms of finishing out this deck. Well, if the blacks, so you're okay, let's see. If we move the black over as well and just kind of isolate the different non-green packages we're considering. Yeah, you could even consider this kind of the so like one of these has to go. Is it A, B, or C? Or let's just do color. White, red, or black. What are we cutting? We're going to cut one of these colors. Cut pull. Which color would you cut? I should have put a 4C option. I mean, you could also cut the worst of our green and just run 4C. I think the gang is looking at cutting the white, which I kind of agree with as I look at it. We get to keep all of our removal. Yeah, we could do that. We could run Ariel, but then we do have to run a single planes. That can be a little awkward. although Song kind of helps you too. I think 4 types of basics is just a little too greedy for me. But let's start here, and then we'll keep the 4C plan in mind. Having a touch of white in here, we'll keep that in mind. I'm going to go like this and then back in to reset it, and then I guess we want kind of awkward mana here with the kind of equal double splash almost, but 9 green sources. 9 green sources for each of the other, and then we can hopefully dig up the tools. But this is the problem with the somewhat even secondary color thing, where like we want Vicious Offering early, we want Shivan Fire early. It just kind of is what it is, and we're going to really be leaning heavy on Grow and Song. But like a lot of the decks in this format, the bottom end is not impressive. I'm going to call this for C. We already kind of did that joke today. Well, someone who's really sappy is, give me a synonym for sappy. We're going to make a sap herd joke. Swamp for 9th Forest? Maybe. We do have 9 sources already. You want 10? It's a little spoilery. That's why I was trying to come up with a synonym for sap. This is how it's going for me today. I can't even come up with a deck name. None of you can either, though. All your names are as terrible as mine. Mending. Oh, I like it. We'll do. Here's a. I like the fun guy joke. So a fun guy is the life of the party, right? Life of the party. That's our name. And it's this fun guy. This fun guy. Free lotus leaves for Mama. And Toss Thallid is good, given the chaotic color situation here. And I'm going to go with my favorite Avons here for round 2. Down on swamps. Does I really want to go down? I mean, I suppose I'm just going to largely need grows to make this all work anyway. If anything, I kind of want to go down a swamp and up a mountain. I'm going to go with my gut, which says this is okay. But I hear you. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing it one more forest. Well, Scott, I mean, we have more than that. Like the trouble, like we're unlikely to necessarily play out a Deathbloom Thallid on 3, but we have 2 Grow from the Ashes, so we got nice fixing out of that slot. And we also have the, where is it? Song that can do it as well. No, I didn't. Congratulations, Scott. Champion. Anyway, I need a bio break before I get started. So if you all think Scott is right, you can pile on while I'm away, and maybe I'll make a change when I get back. But I'll be right back to try again. Hey, y'all. Tron, I don't know, Tron. Well, you can save your money and watch me do the same thing, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not impressed with fungal plots. I shouldn't even say I like it. I would play it if I had even more sap makers, and especially a recursive one. Like fungal plots, if you're spitting out saps with slime foot, is a little more palatable to me. But Panic? Was I away that long? I don't think that was that long. Anyway, let's get back here. All right, let's see how this goes. We can come back and try some different builds. Obviously, we have a whole color we could swap out. We could add white. But it has one good aggro deck, true. Not amazing, but I can't throw this back. We got all of our mana and a 2-drop and some interaction. Oh, is that Mike? I think Aloran might be one of Mike's accounts. Shield of the Realm is not a card I play that much of. But it can be super annoying if it gets on something defensive. Yeah, Aggro Wizards was a real deck and was a good one. Maybe not common enough in its availability to provide the aggro piece of the puzzle, format puzzle that True is talking about. So maybe it's, yes, it exists, but it's, not good enough, right? Well, we'll send in and try to make an Omnivore after this. I guess we can just grow it. Oh, I guess we have to. I could let it die knowing that we could mend it back. Well, not super beatable. so I guess here we are again. I'm going to go with Omnivore. No, I don't know. Like, what do we have in the deck? Fire Intervention. Fire Intervention. Vicious Offering. We have 2 outs. So we really need to be aggressively seeking Fiery Intervention or Vicious Offering to be able to take out Lyra. So but I guess we go with this for right now. Or maybe it's yeah, this is fine. I'll give you one of these immediately. We're at 18 life, but
your friend here is only mostly dead.
We do have an out, although I will say that if they put the shield on, if Mike puts the shield on Lyra, we have 1 out. Well, we get to send an Omnivore. All right, so we at least get to kill this thing, right? Because prevent 2 of that damage. So we need to deal 5 total, so we'll Spore Swarm and sack one of them. Although, frankly, now this just kind of encourages Mike to move the shield to Lyra, which will immediately trigger the Fiery Intervention draw. This is really annoying because I'm really just sitting around hoping to draw 1 card. But don't have to sit around for long, just about dead here. And in fact, now it might be too late. I guess I can gain some life via Sap Sack, but even if we find our removal right now, I think I'm dead, or close. All right, Shivan Fire does mean we are only mostly. Spend 5 on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other 2 on gaining 4 life. Don't I get life? Did I get not enough? Why didn't that work? Maybe I don't understand. Anybody understand what happened there? What am I missing? I mean, If a sapperling was sacrificed this way, those made sapperlings. I'm like looking, oh, is this like, I'm always looking for the line of rules text that explains why I was just dumb. Yeah, okay, I think it's just a plain old bug. Chat tends to agree, so I will certainly be telling Wizards about this one. All right, well, you know what I mean, right? Like, I would say 95% of the time that I'm doing what I just did right there, it's me and not a bug. Like, 95% of the time, it's me and not a bug. And I don't know, clearly that was a bug that was introduced, Animosity, saying, how is there still a bug in Dominaria? I played Dominaria for a long time, and that was not a bug before, so this is the nature of software. They made some change somewhere else, and it broke this. We were confused too, Mike. It's definitely a game. Thanks for the game. I'll go to my go-to. That wasn't really a good game. Good game. Thanks for the game, Mike. Thanks for the game. We're going to try this build at least one more time. If I go to 2 losses, we can switch it up, but I want to give this, the deck that chat selected, or the build chat selected, deserves another chance here. This is a funny opener. I think I'm going to keep it, though. Early removal and Omnivore on 4. Never mind. Early removal. No creature anywhere. Looks like we might need our grow so we can cast this. I mean, we need our forest so we can cast the grow so we can cast this. All right, deck, very cute, but deliver the old forest here. By the way, Mike, I'm positive the next card on top of my library was the -5/-5 spell I needed to kill Lyra. So I totally was going to win that game, and you got lucky. I feel pretty sure of it. I'm counting that one as a win. Not willing to use a Shivan Fire on a Surveyor. We're going to take some time, try to find something, a forest off the top here. But you're lying. See, Mike, you're just lying. You didn't actually have that. Shivan Fire can't hurt that one. Some days Magic tests your sense of humor. I usually fail. I'm actually at least happy with how I'm handling all this. Watch, we're still gonna win. This is fine. Here we go. This is where everything starts. Yeah, and there's another universe, Scott, where you're flooded on green and you can't find any of your non-green lands, and that's pissing you off, so come on. Oh. I thought that was a should have had more lands comment. Or should have had more green. Now we're in a tough spot, of course, but that's just been the day. All right.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
Got actually a lot of ways to do some stuff here, but let's see. So they get a 12-12. That's a bit of a problem. Yeah, but and really the most ignominious thing that could happen today is losing to a card as bad as Chainer's Torment. What's our answer to that? Do we have Death Touch? I don't know. What's our answer to that? Oh, chumping is your answer? I don't consider chumping to be an answer, but let's do this. And that would just kill us. I can't do that. Gotta do this. And I'm actually gonna send the Thallid here. Make that thing a little smaller. They might not even attack here, in which case we can use the Vicious Offering and the Fiery Intervention to combine for next turn. And maybe if they do attack, we're supposed to say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's interesting. Because we can go Fiery Intervention plus Vicious Offering, take out the 11/11, and be pretty stable if we successfully double block and trade Sap and 2/2. You know? At least we can do this and see what they want to do, because we can still Vicious in response. So let's start here. Yeah, they're giving it to us. We may be dead to the 4 cards they have behind, but accepting this trade... Although if they don't have the trade for this, we could also kill this thing and have block plus intervention next turn, although intervention's sorcery. So yeah, given all that, I'm going to do the thing. Maybe I'll just go 06 and laugh and get on with my weekend, you know? That's tough. Now we are in a different spot. Different spot. Dead to that thing in the air means we now have to kill this and hope we find what? I mean, I don't even know. I don't know how we win. I guess we make a kicked Gorger and just try to get enough to pile on the blocks. Do we have anything with Death Touch or... Yeah, we're going to Offering. I mean, we got to kill the Acolyte now, so we're definitely going to Acolyte. That's really just going to be the end of it. Everybody else is doing what I want to do in this format. Well, except that, not the Nightmare Horror. But... All right, will it grow? We're chumping anyway, so I'm going to grow to thin the deck. But they've got two ways to tap and remove. They got two blockers they can remove between Trickster and Journey Mage, so they can make us choose between our two best creatures to chump here, being the Sap Herd and the Thallid, if they want to do that. I don't know if that's how they want to spend their mana, but they could kill the Sapperling outright with the Journey Mage and then tap down the Llanowar Elves, and then we have to throw Sap Herd in the way, probably. Oh, wrong choice, Oppo. Didn't want to block with that anyway. Easy Llanowar chump now. Oh, I see. They were trying to give it the, like, make the rules text go away. That doesn't seem that important, though. I mean, but that's all they were going to do anyway, right? Well, hey, look, we got the gift. So now we got to kick the Gorger, chump with the sap. Are we just dead, though? They got 4 creatures, though, so that's a problem. Instead, we actually have to Gorger Intervention, or we just lose to that. But we can kick this and block a bunch and maybe still get there somehow, some way. But this is our only hope now. Unkicked Gorger. Intervention on something we can kill. I guess we'll just take out the 3/2. If this card is anything, we might just be dead now. But if not, we have a slim chance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So close to just being able to trade off with it, with what we've got. Instead, Sap Herd looks bigger than the Thallid, but if we trade off the Thallid, this becomes just as good as the Thallid, but with no rules text. So we're still going to chump with the Sap Herd here. Big problem is that we need them to only attack with the 11/11. And now that's not going to happen because they can see that we'd be dead. So, well, we'll try the Wizard's Lightning main phase here. Maybe they don't attack with everything, but more than likely we're dead. But there's a possibility, especially Silver Oppo. Maybe they only send the 11/11. Let's see. Oh yeah, I could attack. I could have attacked, but I think it doesn't matter if they swing away with everything. Yeah, they're just doing that, so that's fine. Was threatening to go and switch up the deck, but I don't care. I'm now just kind of done with everything. Yeah, I didn't think about it, but Siriana is right. I'm not claiming that was my thought process, but if I had thought it through, I still would not have attacked because we wanted to discourage them from sending all. So, yeah, we could switch up the deck. I don't give an F at this point. I'm going to play this, play badly, lose, and bid farewell. Put on your Jamie seatbelts. This is Dominaria beating me about the head and neck today. All right, well, this is a keep. It's a little bit awkward in terms of its sequencing, but if we can Spore Swarm into Song at some point, that'll be sweet. Not going to Song for no value here. I'm not rusty on this format, and this, like, I've played this format so much. It's just not going well today, that's all. All right, well, this is nice to at least get something besides holding up a Wizard's Lightning. The Sap Herd really supports. Now we can go next. If this both lives, next turn we go land, Song, tap both of these and 2 lands to make a Spore Swarm. Next turn we have strong possibilities. This is instant. This lasts until next turn. So, yes, Mike figured out that Lyra is a good Magic card in Limited. This allows us to hold up the Lightning just in case. Sanctum Spirit. Well, that's going to resolve. We'll see if they want to send the knight. I mean, I don't think so. Why would they want to trade their knight for a 1/1? Oh. Well, I mean, I could... I mean, eventually it's going to be a 2/2, but that still just trades there. I'm perfectly happy to do this. I'm very kind of surprised. I mean, this could be bronze plays. I've lost 5 times in a row today, so my own ranking is not doing that well, and we're playing against a bronze player. We'll do this. But I would not offer up a knight for a 1/1, even if it just meant that my knight's job was to be a 3 power on defense from here. Because I also get that it's going to be hard for the knight to get through anything if this is a sap deck, right? Perfect removal for the spirit because the indestructibility doesn't matter. I was trying to decide whether I was going to try and lightning this thing, but now we don't even have to. We can offering attack and maybe leave up 1 for the possible wizard's lightning, but I'm definitely going to just -2 this thing. Rob gives me the old wait. I'm not waiting, Rob. I'm going. But I am going to hold up Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, that's a little too cute, Rob. I'd rather just turn sideways. And now we're going to get everything bigger. I could pick off the Sarah Disciple, but Chapter 3 is going to buff all our friends here and make them indestructible, etc. So I'm not going to do that. We'll just... pump the team and swing in. A little stuck on land here. Kind of funny since we had the song with all the mana in the universe, but not much to do with it there. Okay. If they go for combat trick, we have a response. Also, it's indestructible, though, so I'm not sure, like... I don't think Oppo is thinking this through. We could just let that happen. It's kind of wasted anyway. I mean, it doesn't do any... Like, we still have this play, so yeah. We'll just save it. It's not a 2-for-1. It doesn't really do anything to give up the Wizard's Lightning there. Yeah, just let it happen, right? Sorry, Oppo. Yeah, I didn't even think it all the way through. We still just totally got what we wanted anyway. That was just, yeah, sorry, Oppo. Don't give up. I had a rough day too, Oppo, and I've been playing this game for 25 years, so... Stick with it, friend. Stick with it. Well, you can't say we didn't win a game today.
I do my hair toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I mean, I got a hair toss for my first win on a Friday, right? Not feeling particularly cocky here, though. Although here, we won a game, fine, like whatever. Y'all want to try another build? Try the white angle. That would be cutting the red. Bring in that, and that. That was the idea of this swap. And then adding in those. Reconsidering the land quantities here. But all the more, I just kind of want some possibility of hitting these early spells. So I'm going to keep as is on the land. We lost 3, but we gained 2. Keep in mind that we gained 2. The knight is removal, and the white spell is great removal. I like the other build, but we're messing around today, and this is already a disaster. So whatever. Let's see how this build works. We can keep this. Not great, but we can keep it. Only one choice. And immediately gives us something to get back with mending, at least. I play Divest sometimes. Again, you don't always get to your 23 spells are not always going to be great. Also, we're in Oppo is silver. We're in the O2 bracket, so there's that as well. But if your deck has the problem of like, look, my excuse me, my deck is okay in the late game, but I can get run over. I just need to not get run over. If that's what you're saying about your black-based deck and you have a Divest, you can play it and be like, well, its job is to help me not get run over early so that I win the late game, which I'm going to win every time if I get there, right? So, sorry, we can also play Deathbloom Thallid, but we can do Llanowar Elves Hold Up Offering. I think I'm going to go with Thallid, though. If, ramping to mending is, like, we could do it, but I think I like getting the big power out. Yeah, you want to go straight into mending? I don't mind getting some more value, like making sure we get something on chapter 1 and 2. I mean, we probably will. We'll find something maybe, but, that was my thinking there. Now, a similar question, though. What are we keeping up here? Now I'm going to play the elf and hold up offering, I think. Because we're not finding land, so... Maybe they have ways to get that back. I am going to hold out hope for a land draw. I could, you know, sack the elves to this, but if we find a land, we get to sap and vicious offering. So let's hope we find a land. Or now I've let the magic gods give me the green tap land. Green tap land incoming. Oh no, magic gods are taking pity on, like, you gotten the crap beat out of you today, Ryan. We're not going to punish you for that one. Thanks, magic gods. Yeah, we could sack the Death Bloom for value, but that's not how I want to get value out of the Death Bloom. I like getting value out of the Death Bloom because they kill it and I get something behind. All right, we could just mend. But I'm going to start by offering the Thallid. Let's see if they are interested. I don't think so, but silver player, you never know. And now we're going to grow and get our mana set and ramped and out of our deck, etc. And what do we want? Probably a swamp and a forest. Yeah, I should dig up my... I wonder if I have my... It's just so hard for me to find stuff that's not on top of things. But, oh, here we go, look. We even had this one, so I better do it.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can.
You get that for free. If you ever catch me on a missed meme, you can redeem for it, and I'll give you your money back. All right, now let's just Blessed Light. Oh, we don't even need to Blessed Light, I guess. Let's just attack and then Confessor, or then Dominaria. See what this produces. But this is why I was waiting. Like, now we're in a spot where we could just swing and a miss on the second chapter. I didn't mean you, Rob. Oh, thanks, Oppo. Wow, Oppo not thinking that through. It's really, but new player instinct. Again, we're in silver here. Self-mill in that spot, Oppo. You should really have just self-milled, and then I can't. Then I don't have this guaranteed creature to get back. We're gonna take the kicker creature, Big Gorger, and really, we can almost just win the game here, but almost not quite. We could, let's see, we could force a potential block there. I like send in Thallid, make him trade one off, and make a Big Gorger here, I think. And then the Blessed Light next turn may create a place where we get to get in for the win, but starting with just this, yeah, Mike and I are on the same line. Yeah, I call, Rob. I don't even think it's been that much that you've spent points on missed memes. Oh, wait, we got one win, right? So we're at 1 and 2 here. Now, Josu's scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But 8 is not 10. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. 5. We can almost, if we tap the Llanowar Elves, we can just cast our whole hand. But we want to... Just trying to figure out if we Blessed Light something here, if we're waiting to Blessed Light Josu, but I think we're just trying to win next turn with the Courser, so... yeah, let's do that. Blessed Light plus Courser is what we want to do this turn. And hit for 4 or 3 and cast both spells. Maybe 3 cast both spells is better.
On the emphatic rejection.
All right. All right, well, now we've seen the white deck. It did okay, but removal was key, so maybe the red deck is just better, because, like, if you replaced all those white cards with red cards, we'd probably win even easier. What do you think? I wanted to at least give the other build a try, but now I want to try and win. We could go for the we could try a 3-color, like really reduce it to the stuff we think is great, like cut the Courser, cut Gift of Growth, cut Nature's Spiral, and then bring in Shivan Fire, Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, cutting the black was a possibility, but I kind of like... This just leans heavily into the whole grow, though. I think maybe this is trying to put too much on the grow. Yeah, this is a legit... This is bomb-ish. You know, if you can untap and start doing the thing, it's pretty bomby, which is why we decided to try the white. I think this is also pretty good in this deck in terms of being a huge 2/2 with the go wide we have. The Fiery Intervention, yeah. Well, when we played red, that was the, you know, is Shivan Fire versus Fiery Intervention, but. So, Super Greed. Kind of want to do one Super Greed just for fun at this point. I don't even care if I lose. If I lose because of mana, so be it. Super Greed for fun, at least once. Oh, I'm definitely going to report the bug. That's just a straight up bug, right? That's the other thing. This is basically a free draft as it is. In this case, 3/3/2. Yeah, it's still 3 damage for 3 though. That's fine. No, I promise I won't. It's not going to happen. If my bad mana kills us, we're going to laugh about it. We have taken on the risk, eyes wide open. We could cut Legacy. What if we cut Shauna and add the Shivan Fire? I like that a little better. And then maybe even... Yeah, okay, let's try this. Nice and greedy. Come on, Magic Gods. Give us... How about a mountain, Shivan Fire, a forest, some other land, and one of our grows.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed is good.
Both of our... Oh, I guess we got three red sources. Ooh, Oppo with the tough mana, although you're kind of asking yourself with it on the Void. I like, you should at least have 2 colors, maybe. I don't play this card. It's too hard on the mana. You see how greedy I am? Even when I'm not being greedy, I don't play that card. Well, they're likely to trade off Deathbloom for Sap Herd. Or the 2/2, I'm fine with either, especially having drawn the Mending. In fact, I would like them to trade with the Sap Herd. I'm not going to offer up the Thallid, though. Or the Spore Crown, that is. I love it, Oppo. That is exactly how I would have chosen that you block. Because I'm doing this. Well, they got a double block on the Juggernaut if they want it. Okay, now they got a single block on the Juggernaut if they want it, but it's all still good to me because we got the Mending to bring this all back. Kind of want to send both. In fact, I will. If they want to block the Thallid with that, go ahead. I have yet to either. I don't think this card is very playable. I think maybe I've run it maybe once early when I was desperate, but like really hardly ever. And yep, let's start mending. Now, what do we want? We're going to have 6 mana next turn. So we could take Sappy and know that we can 2-spell with the Druid if we want. We're going to get the Juggernaut back anyway. But we could Juggernaut next turn. Yeah. I guess I'm going to Sap Herd on the 2-spell theory. Get a Juggy this time. Oh yeah, we could Juggernaut anyway if we wanted to now, but it's not actually that great against what we're seeing here. So I still like the 2-spell plan. Could wait to kick the druid, but that's not even worth that. Like, the life gain isn't going to be the issue here, I don't think. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, so we can 2-spell here again. And yeah, we need to keep the Spore Crown back. The question is, are we willing to trade the Sapperling for damage, basically, if they want to block with the Dread Skeleton and regenerate? Given the Omnivore, Mike, I'm thinking maybe we don't give them that offer because... although it does mean if we don't offer this, they probably just block here, here, on here, and that's pretty good. I just like that the Omnivore can sack this for some value. But I think clearing the way for the 2 big things next turn is fine as well. So I'll go with the Mike plan and leave back that. You think no attack. Why is that, Scott? I'm going to go with my... I agree with Mike. I like putting some pressure on here, given what we have behind. I wonder if they're going to patch the Omnivore bug. It's pretty significant. It's on a common. They're going to be filling out so many requests. I guess I can hide the forest for now, pretend we have something up there, but I like Sap Herd to give an Omnivore more tools. Omnivore sacking at least Sapperling tokens in my game did not produce life gain. Could even maybe justify sending that, but not quite. Let's send this. Yeah, it is weird because it's an introduced bug, right? So right now we do this, then they are going to regenerate. I can kill the Evangel or sack to the Omnivore, but I'm just going to kill the Evangel. That's fine. And then do we bother sacking anything to the Omnivore? Nah, not if it's not... like, I don't know, can we go lethal here? Let's see, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I guess we just win. Like, I mean, we could try and win. Winning doesn't suck. Not with this, though, right? We'd have to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can sack and try and win. Isn't it? Oh, it would not be lethal because it would shrink down these. But then we sack the attacker and we get that 2 again. But I agree that we probably don't need to. And here, in fact, what do we do this? I'm just going to get back the Sap Herd and cast it. Oh, it does shrink the Omnivore too, that's fair. Oh wait, is it not? What did I miss? I thought I had a Sap Herd in the yard. Oh well. It's something to cast at least. Oh, right. It's, sorry, top 3. Yeah, I was confusing with the black land. Gotcha. Whoops. Confused my uncommon tap lands. No, it was there. I just I misread the land. Yeah. All right, we're going greedy till we lose here. Yeah, a little optimization there, Brian, would be to not bother putting any damage on the other one. That's fair. Maybe we'll get to profit with this draft, and then the bug we're filing on this draft will pay for the O3. Come on. I tell you, I play a 2-color deck, I'm going to get 4 forests. I play a 4-color deck, I get all 4 in my opener. Easy game. I'll play a mountain in case they play something we want to pick off. I doubt it, though. Oh no, mana's so perfect I can't cast a Baloth Gorger. They don't really have blocks here. None of our active removal spells take out a Pegasus Courser, though. Not without sacking something I don't want to sack, so... That we will pick off with the Shivan Fire, I think. Both of these have potential to go bigger. This can go even bigger than this one, though, so we'll do this. I'll wait till legit end of their turn, though. I guess there's an argument to not even bother killing that. And I also don't want to fire off this Mending. I'll play a Gorger before I play the Mending here. Yeah, fine turn. If they kill something we got, then the Mending becomes a lot better. If they don't kill something we've got, we're probably going to win anyway. So... good spot unless they go Blessed Light or something to exile. If they exile, not quite as good for us. There we go. Perfect. Although, I could take out the Courser if we want, but I'm not going to. I'll just hard cast the Mending knowing we get the Gorger after this. Hopefully we mill another creature so that we get something now and on our next upkeep. I'm going to put an upkeep stop so that we can vicious the Thallid if we want, to be sure to get a value out of the mending. Oh, but we got a second creature, so we don't even need to do that. I'm going to take the Gorger first, though. We're going to get both of those, though. Ah, we did get something better. Got all sorts of choices, but we're going to go with our Knight. And I guess we can take a turn. I'm going to start by sending the Thallid. They got Death Touch and Lifelink, but not First Strike or anything. Yeah, I do like Sapherd offer, but we can start by seeing if they just want a straight block. Maybe not, probably not, but give them a chance, you know? Give them a chance. And yes, we like that. And I suppose I'll do it before, I mean, Memorial, they could get it back. But yeah, let's just do it shields down. While shields are down here. I also like casting the removal before it gets put back in with mending. Blessed be. We'll get to you, Knight. But not right now. I'm going to do that first. This gives him a free block on the Sapherd. I guess I don't need... I'll still make him do it. Then it ensures that we get our 3 in. Oh yeah, it's an instant. Good call. Sarah's going to try and save things for Oppo. We're going to go... We can kick the Gorger, but we can also just go 2 spell. We'll do 2 spell here. Well, it's not making lifelink. I mean, this is already trouble, so... We could be okay here still. Grow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We cast 5, go to 3 mana, but then we get 2 mana back. We get 5 again, which would allow us to tap to destroy the Courser and play Unkicked Gorger. How do we destroy? Tap X untap Knights. So this is a Knight. Destroy target creature with power X or less. 1 power. Destroy it? Right? Oh, she doesn't count herself? Untapped knights you control. Why wouldn't she? She's a knight. I think you're wrong. She says knights. She's a knight. It doesn't say other. What? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes. But it doesn't say other on the card. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. So then I got there, gang. I got there. So you want to... yeah, grow and make a knight token is okay. We're going to lose the Juggernaut just to running into Sarah, right? But we don't send anything else. This is a force... well, we could send... gotta do this now. Buy some time. No, no, no. So we just send. Say, Oppo, you got first strike. What are you doing? Were you that worried? You got to block with your angel. All right, that's a fair block. And this is... yeah, I can do that later. What are we at? We're at 2-2, right? Is that our record? I think I forgot to record a win. Clinging to 2-2 here. Might need some removal off the top or a flyer blocker here. We are close to dead. They get to bring back something to cast here, so... but hopefully we hold at 1. That's... yeah, well, we are going to kill Pegasus. That's the plan. We have a plan for that, now that I understand this card. Salad Omnivore. Well, it starts with a swing away. Sure wish we could gain life off of saps, huh? So let's see. We go... yeah, Gorger, kill Pegasus, no attack. That seems right. Do we even need to... we can even Omnivore, right? Or we kick... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You want to... yeah, but they have vigilance, so we would be able to attack. It's just that that's not correct. Do you want... I guess we want... I'm going to go unkicked and two spell it here. And then let's do an upkeep stop. And then do it here. I don't know. I just habits. I didn't really look at that, and I'm just trying to do generically good habits. Don't know if we're wide enough here. We'll see. I can't kill the unicorn because I can't both create a new knight and use the kill feature. So we're another knight away from dead unicorn. And we don't really have the time if Sarah's going to kill us before then. But maybe we'll be wide enough. They're at a virtual 7. Omnivore is going to become just a must block. Gorger becomes a must block, or for another 4 power. So they block 7 here. They block this stuff. Then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, we might get there. Oh yeah, Arvid's got lifelink. I forgot that. They're like at a virtual 10, kind of, huh? Yeah. So maybe at 10 we're in trouble. If they're at a virtual 10. Old Peter tanking it out here. I've been there. I'm at 0 hourglasses myself, but did they go away? It seems like they've got a clean plan here. Ah, good point. Nice call. Mike observes we can sack whatever they block here to prevent the lifelink. So they have to put Arvad on the Omnivore. But that still puts us in a spot where if we can't deal with the Angel, we're dead. One-time dealer. Not the spell we're looking for. Probably means we're donezo. But it also means literally the only thing we've got is swing away and hope they screw up, right? So that's what we're doing. And let's hope they screw up. Okay, they made that mistake. Well, I don't know if they didn't read this or what, but we Oppo screwed up and we win. Unless this is something. You want to make a knight? Sure. I almost don't want to give him a chance to do anything else, but sure. Well, given how I gave away games earlier today, nice to have one given back. And we got, oh, we're at 4 wins even. I miscounted wins. This is really turning the day around here. Hello, Arden. How are you? Welcome. Ooh, a little tight, but we got a Shivan Fire and a Mountain and our fixing color. I'm going to keep this. Jury duty is tedious and difficult to stay focused due to the tedium, but happy to be doing it in the greater good sense of things. Yeah, I ended up breaking even on the day thanks to a bug that I'm going to report to Wizards. And I'll go ahead and pick that off. Yipe. Alright, well, needed some land draw and not our white card draw. Kept a 2-lander on the strength of, well, if we get a handful of lands, we should be able to cast our other red-green stuff. But now we're facing our difficult mana. Any land we can pick the Drake off at least. Any land except that's not even true. We could find our tap land and not. What's our least important spell here? It's probably Ariel in that Ariel's 2 away, although, yeah, probably Ariel is just really difficult to cast here. And we can get her back later with our mending, if it comes to it. I mean, we're 2 colors away from getting this resolved. Brutal. Wow. Now, I said I wouldn't get all bitter and complaining about not finding the right colors, but I could be a little bitter and complaining about not finding any of our other 16 lands in the deck. We could just play the song, and then if we found something next turn... Nah, that's not worth it. Yeah, never mind. And we could also pitch the Omnivore, but maybe the song isn't really doing anything here. Although it could be the kind of thing that explodes the hand if we finally get there. Actually, maybe, and this removal is pretty far away. I'm going to actually ditch the Blessed Light as being very far away. But I don't know. Oh, there goes our mending. I'm going to play this out, but this is getting grimmer by the second. But it doesn't Syriana, because what happens is we go song, no tap value now, untap, another chapter of mana value. We play 2 summoning sick creatures, and they don't do anything. It does set up putting counters on those creatures, but it doesn't actually do any of the mana ramp you're hoping for. And I keep just pitching expensive stuff, I guess. I mean, I could ditch the Omnivore, but... But didn't have the same problem last turn? I'm not necessarily a better person than you. I think we can just still potentially win this, or could have. I mean, it's just... yeah, the spider would be, but at this point, like, yeah, now I'm just kind of gonna, I think, be done with this. Pretty funny that we were worried that I would get all, that our mana greed would get us, but it wasn't the mana greed at all. We just didn't actually find any lands of any kind. Whatever. I'll do this rather than discard. I'm just dying here, though. This is just dying with style. Yeah, you know, we were 64% to draw a land. Oh, well. Yeah, you'd think it would. It was its opportunity to troll here, but we're actually just stuck on 2 for the literal whole game. What an anticlimactic finish, but 4 wins plus a reimbursement after the disaster that was our first event. I'll take it. Yeah, we'll call it narrow profit today. I don't have a full set of Dominaria, not even rares, on this account because I opened it well after Dominaria was a thing. I think I've got a full Dominaria set on my first account, which was the account I played this set heavily from. Hey, it's my card. I designed this one. Soft spot for the old First Eruption. Do not draft and play it in draft, but admire its brilliant design. That's allowed. Hey, YouTube friends. Well, we started out rough and pulled back and found some wins. Found a bug that we get to report and turned the whole day into a profitable affair. And it was already profitable for fun times anyway. Again, I'm never going to win every time, never going to play my best every time. I am okay with my attitude today through the roughest parts. I mean, I was a little salty, but at 0-5, I was still pretty reasonably tempered, which is another win for me. So we'll call that good. Thanks, YouTube friends. May you have better fortunes in your Dominaria experiences than I did today, but hopefully you have as much fun or more because we still had a good time. See ya.